Hello, we're the History Hikers. I am Dries.
And I'm Jente.
And we are standing at the site gallo-roman de Champlieu, or the gallo-roman site of Champlieu. There's a lot to see here, Jente.
Yes, we have three main quarters. There is a theater, a temple, and the bathhouse.
Bathhouse. Yeah, so Roman. We don't usually do that stuff. Have anything to add?
Well, it's Roman, 2nd century, and the archaeologist who uncovered all of these ruins is our 19th century very good friend, Eugène Viollet-le-Duc.
Holy moly, we were just at Pierrefonds like half an hour ago, so crazy to see him so soon already again. Let's check these out.
The Gallo-Roman ruins of Champlieu are located in the commune of Orouille, in the Oise department and the Hauts-de-France region. Its location is very peculiar. It's located in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by farms, which is oddly fitting since Champlieu is derived from campi locus, meaning something like place in the fields.
This secondary agglomeration, or vicus, developed from the 1st century BC until the 4th century AD. The ruins we see today date back to the 2nd century AD, when this region in Gaul had been under Roman rule for over more than a century and a half. Champlieu was built on both sides of the Chaussée Brunehaut, a Roman road linking the cities of Augusto Magus, which is current-day Senlis, and Augusta Suessionum, known as the city of Soissons today. Its border position makes Champlieu an important place of passage.
I feel like Eugène did more than just some digging.
I believe the passageway or the corridor from a theater is called the vomitarium.
Vomitarium. It's where you can vomit.
No, I swear.
I know.
We'll have to check that. We all laughed at it at school during Latin class.
The theater consists of a semicircular plan and measures 71 meters in diameter. Contrary to many ancient theaters whose terraces were leaning against natural promontories, its terraces, or cavea, rest on an important earthen embankment which is supported by a semicircular wall of about 5 meters high, consolidated by 30 buttresses. Only the stone honorary stands, known as ima cavea, located in the lower part of the theater, are preserved. It is believed that the rest of the stands were built in wood.
Yeah, this would be a massive, absolutely massive building. And only the first couple of rows still exist.
Just imagine what place they would put on stage. Like Aesop's place or something. Oedipus.
30,000 with seat here, I think, or did I read that wrong?
The originality of this theater lies especially in the presence of a peripheral gallery, the praecinktio, allowing the access to the stands by 6 radiating corridors or vomitoria. From here, there was also access to an upper level of wooden stands thanks to double staircases located in 6 rectangular spaces arranged in a part of the retaining wall. It is estimated that the theater could have held between 3,000 and 4,000 seats. The site has been famous for its ancient ruins since at least the end of the 16th century, when our first written sources pop up. The authors do not give precise description and do not realize the character and purpose of the buildings whose remains they contemplate. Some of the more informed authors already make the connection with ancient Rome, but they believe the theatre to be an arena.
The abbot Claude Carlier, historian of the Dukes of Valois of the 18th century, is the first to undertake basic archaeological research. In his Histoire du Duché de Valois, he devoted 5 pages to Champlieu and deplored the fact that since the middle of the reign of Louis XIV, much of the debris had been demolished and removed, and 3/4 of the site had been cleared in order to return it to agriculture. In this case, the ruins of the dwellings were still buried under the vegetation until about 1680, and have been reduced to archaeological remains in the subsoil since then. The thermes, or baths, are a place where one can wash and relax, notably in cold rooms, the frigidarium, and others heated to different temperatures like the warm room, or tepidarium, and hot room, or caldarium. The type of heating used is similar to that found throughout the empire. The system is known as hippocaustum in Latin. The floor rests on brick piers between which hot air coming from fireplaces spread around the rooms circulates and heats the floor. Hollow brick pipes, the tubulures, placed in the walls allow the heat to rise.
The building of the thermal baths forms a rectangle and is divided into several spaces. A large courtyard with an internal portico serving as a place for walking, known as the atrium or palestra. A transverse corridor serving in particular as a check room, the apoditerium, 2 paved rooms with small basins in the apses, the frigidarium, and 2 rooms on a hippocaust, the tepidarium, which is the lukewarm room, and caldarium, or the warm room for sweating. There are 3 fireplaces, and on the western side of the building a heated annex room whose precise function is not known.
The excavations have revealed 5 different states of construction of the sanctuary. The first 2 states correspond to wooden constructions dated to the 1st century BC, which were replaced during the reign of Emperor Tiberius by a first fanum. A fanum is a gallo-roman temple equipped with a central chapel, or cella, and surrounded by a gallery. Shortly afterwards, between 42 and 110 AD, a new monumental fanum was built on a square plan, now in stone.
In the 2nd century AD, the last temple was built. The most notable part of the temple still visible today is the podium on which it rose. The height of the temple was estimated at approximately 20 meters. It respects the plan of the fanum with a double square. First, there is a central cella, open to the east. This is the room in which the statue of the divinity would be located. It is surrounded by a peripheral gallery, accessible to the population. The sacred space is closed by a portico separating the temple from the outside world. From the 19th century onwards, interest in the site grew as more small-scale archaeological research was conducted. With the growing interest, the French state classified the site as a historical monument, and more exhaustive research was begun under direction of Eugène Viollet-le-Duc, who was simultaneously overseeing the rebuilding of the castle of Pierrefonds, which was last week's video. Check out the card in the top right for more information on that beautiful castle. With the continuing research done in the 18th and 19th centuries, scholars were able to uncover the remains of the theatre, baths, and the temple.
These were the gallo-roman ruins of Champlieu. Impressive, despite the temple not being very obvious and the forum even less so. But this theatre is really huge, and the bathhouse, you can clearly see a bathhouse. So yeah, that was us, the history hikers from Champlieu. Until next time, thank you for watching.
Like, comment, subscribe if you have enjoyed this video.
Bye!
Bye!